Hi everyone, and welcome to day number 8 of Master Facebook Live videos. Well, today is one of those days when I had to rush home, so I would be live today at 7 p.m. my time. I noticed that some people already done their videos. I've seen Patty's and Rita's videos, so I'm gonna watch it after I'm done with this video. So how are you all doing? I've seen all your graphics, it's amazing, and I love seeing what you guys are creating. And hi Kimberly, haven't seen you live on video yet. So yeah, today I wanted to talk about two things. One thing is technical stuff about Facebook Lives, is about intro and outro of the video. It's basically, intro is something that you start the video with. It's like a 30-second introduction. Like, for example, every time I start this video, I say hello, how are you, and welcome to day, whatever day it is, of Mastering Facebook Lives. And it's basically so, especially if you do a lot of videos, it's people know what they are expecting to see in the video. And another thing you can do is actually, especially if you like, at the moment I'm doing Facebook Lives for my program that's called Mastering Facebook Lives. But let's say if I do like a random videos now and there on my business page, it's good to actually introduce yourself every time you start a video and say something about what you do. Especially if there are lots of new people joining and watching, instead of them just randomly watching your video, you actually introduce every time you start one. And yeah, just try on your videos. Hi Thomas. So yeah, just try on your videos, try different intros, see what works for you. And for the hi Thomas, and for the outros, something to end your video, because sometimes, like for me, the ending of the videos is really awkward. I never know what to say, and it's so especially if you have something prepared beforehand, like let's say you got something else coming up, you invite people to different things, and yeah, just keep it like handy on at the big when you first start. Just write it on a piece of paper and hold it close to your phone or something. If you don't wanna, like for example, my phone is quite high up, so you just hold the piece of, like, I don't know, this is not my outro, but you just keep a piece of paper like just below your camera so no one sees, and so it doesn't look like you're actually looking like this for the text. Yeah, just keep it like for example, now I'm holding it where my camera is, just here. So I'm keeping as well the piece of paper which has some texting. So yeah, I invite you to, this is piece of little bit of technical information. And another thing I want to do, it's not technical, it's basically what I noticed today for myself is what are you asking when you are doing, let's say you're doing Facebook Lives and I'm not like, let's say I'm not very good, I think I'm not very good at that, and there are things I still want to kind of improve, because I want to have this process as as smooth as possible, because sometimes there are moments where I don't know what to say, and then I go then I go into blank, and then like I'm like grasping for words, and then nothing useful comes out. So today I noticed something which has nothing to do with Facebook Live videos, but it has something to do when you ask for something that is not tangible. Like, let's say if you ask for let's say $100 or €100, and it suddenly appears, somebody gives you kind of know, yeah, there it is. There is my proof that I asked for €100, and there it is. But couple of weeks ago, I asked for something that I want to be able to do, and that was one of those things, especially communication with. I live in the middle of nowhere by myself, and so I don't really communicate that much with people on day-to-day life. So the communication is not my strongest point. So I actually I asked something that I would be able to do something in the communication with other people. And today I was talking to my friend, and that thing that I was asking for, it actually happened today. And it was ease, and it wasn't, I didn't go into the judgment about, like, it was about saying something that makes other people uncomfortable. And I was a sucker for that kind of thing. So, and while I was driving home to be on time for the Facebook Live today, I was thinking, like, what is this? What can I ask about the videos, about being live on Facebook Live videos, on any videos, to make it easy for me, to make it fun for me. And I invite you as well to look at the things that you still maybe judge about yourself, or maybe you feel uncomfortable doing on the video. Just ask for it instead of because sometimes I notice, like, I'm afraid of asking something because it feels like I have to go and actually do that thing. Like, for example, for me, it's let's say, again, example not related to videos. Let's say for me it is hard to ask someone out on a date. And when I think of now you have to, like, to be able to be okay with asking someone out, it means I have to go and ask someone out, and it gives me literally panic attack. But so instead of actually going and asking someone out, I'm actually asking the universe, can you please make it, like, what would it take to be willing to ask someone out with ease, joy and glory? And the same with, like, the things you do on the live videos. Ask for that thing, like, instead of actually going and doing it. You can do that too. That's another way, and then you just poke and pod everything. But if you are like, you get anxious and you get the panic attack, just ask to yourself, demand of yourself, like, what would it take to be willing to do that? What would it take to be willing to be that on a video? So, and I'm asking, like, what would it take to be willing to actually say what I want to say on a video with confidence, and actually say what I want to say? Because sometimes for me it's like, in my head it sounds really good, and when I actually have to go and say it, is like nothing really comes out, and the words I'm tripping over myself, and so, well, it does get easier with the practice, but that's one of, like, especially if I want to do a lot more videos in the future, I should be able to say what I want to say and how I want to say, without the significance, without control, but just say the way, and as well say something that people are willing to hear, and know when they're willing to hear. Because I had a conversation today with my friend who I had to say something that she I don't want to assume that sometimes you have to say something they don't want to hear, but it's something they need to hear, and you have to know when that moment is. At the same time is when you want to say something on your video, instead of just like blasting your clients and listeners with some crazy stuff, you just energetically sense what can they hear, so you don't alienate them. Okay, so I invite you to play today with two things. One is intro and outro, which is technical things, how you start the video and how you end the video. And as well, ask for something that you want to, the ability you want to have while you're doing videos. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'm looking forward to see your creations, and I'll see you tomorrow again on Facebook Live. Bye bye.